13.0, 11.0. 11.3, 15.4, 11.0, 12.9, 10.9.
All right. Appreciate everybody coming out to Thunder RC this Sunday afternoon. We race again. Where do we race again? I think. Is it the next 2 Sundays? Actually, we race, let's see, what is today? The 11th? Next 2 Sundays, the 18th to 25th. And we're off the 1st. So we race the next 2 Sundays, we're off a week, and then we race 3 Sundays in a row. Do appreciate everybody coming out, even the Georgia guys coming up here. Yeah. And the official first F1 club race here at Thunder. Much better than the World GT race officially. All 3 of them. Hi, F1's on the track. Fernando Gordino from South Africa, your TQ for F1. Alabama. Yes, he's from Alabama. So. Came over here just for this race. Flying out tomorrow morning on that. What? That's got to be like a 16-hour flight, doesn't it? 18-hour. Oh my gosh. 18-hour one-way flight tomorrow. He'll be back next weekend. Just for practice. You guys coming back next weekend? 2 weeks? Okay. Let's see if we can drum up some more to give you guys some other people to wreck. Oh, just you, Grant. Okay. You want to put them in the counter? Put them on my side table. We have all our F1s checked in. I just need my race 5 drivers to turn, Marshall. That's Eric, Matt, Justin, and Dave Owens and Rick. Eric, Matt, Justin, David, and Rick. And we definitely need somebody in this middle of the sweeper for the F1 cars. Not saying they have a tendency to go off there, but it is a possibility. We're no, not side by side. It's hey, F1 does staggered. One car's behind the other. Bring her up there a little bit, Fernando. Next mark up. Nope. Where you are, Rick. Behind you, Rick. Oh yeah, the orange tape on the back straightaway. Reverse. This isn't Slash. Steve, then Carl. No, Steve, then Carl. Yeah, Carl, don't jump your spot, Carl. You're behind the Ferrari. Jordan bringing up the rear. Whoa, you got reversed too. Oh my gosh. I appreciate the Georgia guys coming up and running with us F1 amateurs up here that have reverse. Scott and Carl blaming it on Darrell. All right, drivers, are you ready? On the tone, less than 5. And they're off. Scott right on the back bumper. Oh, traction roll through the sweeper. Carl drives under it. Oh, Scott takes. Not easy with open wheel. Through the sweeper, it is the Sauber. Oh, Carl off the track, lets the Ferrari by of Steve Kowski. So Kowski up to second. Fernando taps. Oh, Fernando off the track. Scott Fuller to the lead. Carl and Steve fighting it out for that third and fourth. Oh, they tangle the sweeper. Ivan up to third. Who would have thunk it'd be this adventurous? Fernando traction rolls again. The battle right now, third, fourth, and fifth. Oh, wheelies from the Ferrari as the leader comes up behind Carl. Oh, Ivan taps at the taken triangle. The leader works his way past
5
Carl
minutes left.
and comes up behind Steve. Oh, Steve taps. So Steve falls to the back of the pack. Wow, Steve decides he wants to do that corner again. Watch the end of the straight. Oh, carnage in the sweeper. Just let Fernando had caught up to Scott, but he traction rolls. I've seen his limit. Oh, chippage. I don't know what came flying off there, but there's parts and pieces in the corner. Put him on the other side. Okay, there you go. Matt, help him out. Put him over. Scott out to the lead, works his way through the diagonal, past the Tika triangle, into the crosstown, through the box onto the straightaway as he gets. Oh, Fernando puts it in the pipe. Ivan only half a second behind Carl. Ivan in the yellow, Carl in the red and white. They work their way through the crosstown. Ivan trying to close in. Ivan's been shaking off the rust all day. Oh, Fernando puts it upside down in the sweeper again. Pushing the Mercedes too hard. Scott now out to almost half lap lead. Yep, 7 seconds. Fernando's goes fast lap though, 10.6. Scott with a 10.8 just on that lap. Scott finally getting the tires warmed up like he likes them. Went with the harder compound. Fernando still running the reds. Ivan now about 5 seconds behind
left.
Carl. Carl lapped down, and then Steve is only 11 seconds behind Ivan. So Steve, oh, Scott throws it off the sweeper. Gonna let Fernando close in. Fernando was 6 seconds back, but it's gonna be closer on this lap. Steve takes it through the pit lane. Told his drivers he needed a air pressure change. Fernando taps coming into the infield. Scott coming up behind Ivan. Ivan gives him the corner. Works his way through the sweeper into the infield for Scott. Fernando now only 3.5 seconds back. Carl putting a lap on Ivan. Oh, Ivan out of the track with a tap. Not sure if Carl got to the back bumper or not, or back wheels or not. Can't
2
say
minutes
bumper.
left.
They've got a wing there. That's open wheel racing. So Carl up a lap on Ivan. Ivan only 3 seconds ahead of Steve now. And Fernando works his way 4.3 behind. Oh no! Carl lost the wheel. Carl in that third place position is going to fall now with a minute and a half to go. Fernando now 4 seconds behind Scott as Scott works his way into the infield. Oh, Steve by Ivan there with that inside pass, takes the chance, follows the leader through. So Ivan falls to fourth now as Steve takes over third. But Ivan not letting Steve get away. The battle between the red and the white there, right in front of the second place. Oh, Fernando taps. Oh, he throws it upside down in front of the announcer's booth. Brad Underwood out there to marshal quick as possible. But Fernando losing big time. 8.5 seconds, lost 5 seconds on that lap. 45 seconds to go. Ivan tapping at the big D. Losing a little bit of ground to Steve. Still 9/10 between those two at the line last time. Fernando works his way down the straightaway, chasing Scott, but Scott out to an 8.5 second lead. Ivan gets out of the way. Scott taps in the sweeper though. Hopefully he doesn't put it off with 20 seconds to go again. Scott trying to keep the center of the track and on its wheels. Fernando doing everything he can, chasing down with 11.9s to Scott's 13.4s, but with 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1.
Car 2
Scott's
is
done. Ivan's done. Waiting on Steve and Fernando. Oh, Fernando taps.
Car
That's
3
an
is
F1
done.
main.
Car
Scott
1 is
Fuller. 2 wins for the year for Scott. Fernando brings it home 6.2 seconds behind. Steve puts a lap on Ivan for third and fourth. All right, Trans Am on the track. They're hot. Oh, sticky. How warm are they? Temple. About 110? You think so? Not that hot? You should have gone with the blues. No, the green. Whites? Okay. All right, Trans Am on the track. I asked him if he was ready, Myron. He said no. What are you guys doing? No, Keith Terry. Yeah, Keith Terry had got somewhere on Facebook. I forget who tagged him. Uh-oh, Carl pulled it into the pit lane. I'll make sure he's got the 7,000 pack in. This is a racing class. This is gridded. No, you're good. You've got the EA 5000 stickers on it, right? Okay. Yes. Drivers from last race out to Marshall. No. Nope. 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 This is a racing class. We don't do. Well, we don't. You don't play with racing class. Hey, track owner prerogative. Oh. What? Tape it up. Duct tape fixes everything. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do Le Mans start with the cars turned off. You've got to run out to the straightaway and then run back to pick up your radio. And I think you should be able to beat Carl. Should be able to beat Carl. He's old. We're trying to fix up a body. You want to just run my body? Oh, it's VBC? All right, we duct taped it enough. Myron can't have my body. Double stick tape is all I use. All right, line them up. Okay, cars. Son of a bitch. Not me. Probably one of the kids. Oh, shit, that was like 3 weeks ago, dude. No, because the fridge doesn't cool down the stuff at the bottom. Everybody goes to the fridge. Line them up. Myron, Brad, Carl, Will. No, not that one. Back, Myron. Yeah, put them on the board. Now, on the board. Angle them off the board. Angle them backwards off the board. Hi, drivers. Trans Am on the tone, less than 5. Ooh, Carl taking it to the wall. Oh, peelage. Will to the lead. Followed by Carl in second. Myron in third. Brad down to fourth. Gonna make. Oh, Carl upside. Wide, low in the sweeper. Low in the sweeper. Oh, it's dead. Ouch. Carl is out, so Brad up to third, Myron in second. Will slides it, watch it in the sweeper. Oh, peelage. Brad tries to put it inside. The battle 1, 2, 3 through the Tekin triangle. Myron trying to get around Will, but Brad trying to put it inside there. Down the straightaway. Will taps coming in the infield. Myron right on his back bumper. Brad in the catbird seat. Will taps again. Myron around to the lead. Will works his way through the sweeper.
7 minutes.
Oh, Myron
left.
traction rolls. Gets it back straight to go. Will back up to the lead. Brad up to second. So Myron falls back and Carl in the mix now. About a lap down. Up at the front though, Will goes out wide at the Tekin triangle through the crosstown. Brad trying to chase him down. Brad tightens it up too much on going onto the straightaway, loses some ground. Myron in tow now, 8/10 behind Brad. Brad 8/10 behind Will. Will doing everything he can to hold off, but he traction rolls, bounces off the outside wall, loses Brad Norris to the lead. Myron in second. Just flip him over. So Brad in the lead in the red, white, and blue down the straightaway. Doing it for our country. Oh, he taps. Myron bounces off the wall as Brad taps into the wall with Myron. Will putting pressure on Myron now. Brad goes out wide at the Big Dipper. Myron traction rolls again. Trying too hard in the Tekin triangle. Falls back to third. Will back into second. So Will 4/10 behind Brad now. Myron showing his class in the field with a 12.5 fast lap. Will trying to chase down Brad. Brad going 13 flat. Will with a 12.9 fast lap. Carl with a 12.9. So your leader, the slowest car out there. Brad finally goes 12.8 after I said that. Goes to the second fastest car out there. Will now getting pressure from Myron. Oh, they tap. They tangle. Myron backs off. Will holds on to that second place spot. Can Myron get the clean pass on Will? Will goes out wide at the Big Dipper. Tries to tighten it up. Oh, he tangles. Cuts him off. Will taps again. Through the box onto the straightaway. Carl pulls his off. The battle right now, second and third, Will and Myron. Myron tries to put it in there, bounces off the pipe on the diagonal. Will bounces, Myron by for position now. Myron sets his sights on Brad Norris's red rear bumper. Brad comes across, Myron 6/10 faster. Now 1.9 at the gap. Will trouble through the pit lane after trouble in the sweeper, so loses big gap. Myron now 2 seconds back as Brad pulls off a 12.8 to Myron's 12.9. So Myron with that 12.5 early on lap 2. It took 12 laps for Brad to get that 12.8 fast lap, and then Will and Carl with 12.9 fast laps. Brad goes 13 flat. Myron comes back with a 13 flat, loses a 10th on that lap. Oh, Brad taps at the Tekin triangle. He fell asleep. Brad tightens down the straightaway through the sweeper. 13.7 to Myron's 12.9. Oh, Brad taps again. Myron closing in now, 1.3 back. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Watching the sweeper clear. Will trouble coming into the infield. The leader's coming up on him. Will gets out of the way. Maybe, oh, crossover for Will there through the crosstown.
3 minutes
Brad
left.
goes 13.4 to Myron's 13.3. Brad taps. Myron takes the lead. So Brad taps. Oh, Brad tries to put it out of the track. This should give Myron the lead solidly by 2.5 seconds now, as Brad loses 3 seconds on that one lap. Oh, Brad gets tapped by Will, trying to get around Will there. Oh, Myron pulls over. Well, I hear peelage on the driver's stand. Myron. Oh, Myron peels Brad. Oh, he's got a body tuck. Messed up Brad's body. You know that's Brad's dad's body.
2 minutes left.
Yep, it's messed up on the maybe that fixed it. Hey, it did. Myron 7/10 out now with Brad fixing his own body. Brad taps again. Myron loses or gains more distance. Will some distance back in third place. I believe about 8 seconds, 9 seconds back actually. Myron stretches it out to 1.8 with that 12.9 to Brad's 13.4. Myron taps at the Tegan Triangle with less than a minute to go. We're going to have to give Brad tire warmers so his car starts off a little bit better. .40 seconds to go. Myron stretches it out to 2.1. Takes another 0.2 off Brad's distance. Brad comes back a tenth with that 12.9 to Myron's 13 flat as Myron works his way around Will to put Will a lap down. Will's blocking? Oh, Myron taps. 15 seconds to go. Brad now 1.6 back. Myron holding off, or Will holding off Myron now. Not going to get him get that lap with 5 seconds to go. Does he have Brad have enough time? I don't think so. Brad, you're done. Brad is done, though. He got caught at the line. 8 minutes and 0.4 seconds. So Myron on his upside down victory lap.
Car 4 is done.
Wow. Will takes out his associated teammate. Not going down a lap. All right, TC on the track. C-Main. Who would have thunk a C-Main? No bumps. No bumps. CQ Brad Norris, followed by Tim, Alex, Will, Steve, and Ivan. Hey Brad, he's BQ. Myron. Everybody's checked in. I need, let's see, Rick's out here to volunteer. I need, let's see, who do I got from that? Myron's camp marshal. Let's see, Brad's in this, Will's in this. Oh, everybody's in this that was in the last one. What? Next Saturday. Next Saturday. Yes. It's the only time the oval guys, I can get the most oval guys. You can run vintage in both two-wheel mod and vintage. All right, Brad Norris, your BQ or CQ, followed by Tim Moore. Alex in the, is that orange or red, Alex? It's orange, okay. It just looks like a hint of red in it, but then Will, Steve, and Ivan, and Carl's out there to Marshall. Rick's going to help Marshall. I need a few more Marshals. One more in the middle, Fernando. And if I can get somebody over by the box. Thank you, Brad. Aye. Debris. Yeah, grab the other cone there. All right, drivers. Are we ready? On the tone, less than 5. Ooh, off they go. Brad Norris out to the lead, followed by Tim, Alex, Will. Oh, Will body tuck on Alex there, falls to the back of the pack. Up at the front though, Tim trying to put pressure on Brad. Brad with the bearing issues all day. Oh, he traction rolls. Tim takes a hard lick to him. Brad falls to second. Not Tim's fault for hitting Brad. Brad just come around in front of him. But Will up to third. Looks like Steve in fourth, Ivan in fifth, and Alex still holding on to that sixth spot. Nope, he's got around Ivan. Oh, Will taps Steve around. Ivan traction rolls going on to the straightaway. Oh, Will tumbles. Wait for go. Okay. So up at the front, it is Tim Moore in the lead. Brad Tapsaw coming off the Tekin Triangle.
5 minutes left.
Steve Kowski in that third spot in the all orange body, followed by Alex in the orange and white, and Ivan in the white and yellow. Tim goes a little wide in the box. Brad trying to close back in on him, pulls off 5/10, half a second on that lap. Brad in kill mode after Tim took a hard hit to Brad's quarter panel. Oh, Ivan and Will battling it out for that 5th and 6th place. Tapping each other. Brad on Tim's rear bumper now, up at the front. Onto the straightaway. Brad inside. Tim pulls the trigger, tries to go inside down the straightaway. But Brad holding them off. So Tim showing the horsepower. Watch it on the straight. Clear. As the leader comes up behind Ivan gets out of the way. Alex in third, Steven fourth, Will fifth, Ivan sixth. Brad trying to stretch it out now, 8/10 of a gap, second gap now. As he goes through the diagonal, Tim tightens it up on the Tekin Triangle. Tim tightens it up through the crosstown. Down the straightaway, Tim off the outside wall, but still pulls. Oh, Tim puts it out of the park. He should still, oh, Brad, trouble through the diagonal. Waits for Tim. They're still holding on to first and second as Alec down the straightaway behind him now. 1.8 seconds. So Tim and Brad fighting it back out again as Tim had traction rolled off the track. Oh, Brad taps coming in the infield. Tim taps Brad. Alex taps. He's got Steve behind him. 2.5 seconds. Alex through crosstown. Steve through the crosstown. Will in that fifth and Ivan in sixth as the leaders come up behind
3
Ivan.
minutes left.
Oh, Tim traction rolls. Jumps back in. Oh, he takes Brad. We'll have to review the tape on that one. Oh, Steve around Alex now. Battling through the diagonal into the crosstown. Steve in the Alex traction roll slides into home base. That lets Will by. So Will in front of Alex now. Will goes out wide. Alex goes by inside. So Will back to fifth. Alex up to fourth again. But Alex not pulling away on Will. Will doing everything he can to hold on to it. Up at the front, though, still Brad and Tim fighting out for that lead position. After Tim traction rolled off. Steve upside down. Gonna let Alex close that on him.
Left.
If Ivan doesn't body, Ivan body tucks him. So Steve gets the body. Tim around in the boxes. Brad taps. So Steve trying to get back around Will there with they tangle coming onto the straightaway as the leader in the blue down the straight through the sweeper coming up on trouble in the diagonal. Steve gets caught up. Will holds on to fourth place. Down the straightaway, Brad into the lead by 2/10 over Tim. Tim doing everything he can to hold on to Brad's rear bumper. Steve now 4.5 behind Will. Will 4.9 behind Alex. Alex down the straight, 8.2 seconds behind Tim Moore in second. So Alex still holding on to that third. Brad scrapes the outside sweeper wall
left.
with less than a minute to go. Brad Norris in that black and red, your leader. Tim Moore now 1.4 back as Brad's starting to stretch it out. Brad traction rolls through the sweeper again. Tim closes in. .25 seconds to go. Can Brad hold on for the last few seconds of this race? Tim closing in hard. Brad through the crosstown. Tim right up on him on the box, down the straightaway. 3/10 at the line. Tim taps the wall. Goes out through the pit lane. 10 seconds to go. Will they get another lap? Alex upside down. Brad across the line. Tim across the line. Time has expired. Alex, you're done. Will, you're done. Nope, he's still going. He's still going.
Car 1 is done.
Brad, you're done. Tim, you're done. Waiting on Steve to finish, and that's a race. Everybody's done. Brad Norris holds on for the C main win. Tim Moore sitting fast lap 11.3. But I think he cut track somewhere. Not an 11.3 weight. Alex brings home in third, Will fourth, Steve fifth, and Ivan sixth. B main, BQ, Myron Kennard, who due to a bet has been forced to race touring car for this summer, or for this winter. He says it's too intense for him. Drivers from last race back out to Marshall. We should have enough Marshalls for this one. All right, everybody's checked in. Everybody has checked in. Whoa. All right, line them up before you break them. Myron, your TQ, wow, tight at the front, 31.605, 31.606, 31.607.5, 31.607.7 for the top 4 drivers, separated by 2.6 seconds on qualifying. Unbelievable. No, it's not Le Mans starts. Hey, Alex, tape on the wall. The orange tape on the wall. Yeah, there you go. Yes.
All right, they're all set up. My marshals are in position. Drivers are ready. Marshals are ready. Less than 5. Myron takes off. He's got Darrell hot in tow. Oh, Darrell traction rolls right out of the gate. Wait. Yeah, he's got to wait. The whole field has to go by. Look at that. So he drops from second to last in a heartbeat. Plenty of time. Did it clear itself? Yeah, it cleared. All right, so you got Batman in the lead, followed by Brad, then Grant. Owens Jr. in 4th, Darrell 5, Carl 6. Oh, body tuck for Darrell. That slows him down. Marshall's going to have to clear it. That drops Darrell all the way to last again. Batman turned an 11-1, Brad an 11-5, Grant an 11-5, Jr. a 12-1, Carl an 11-9, Darrell rough lap 13-7. Down the back stretch they go. Separation 1.1 seconds. Oh, look at this. Leaders get all tangled up. Oh, and then they do it again just for good measure. That's going to move Junior right up to second, and I believe Grant up to first.
Left.
Yes, indeed. Grant first, Junior second, Myron third, Brad fourth, Darrell fifth, Carl sixth. Oh, man. Well, that didn't last long. I'm pretty sure Myron just set a Guinness World Record for the number of flips and pirouettes. Grant in the lead, followed by Brad. Darrell's now up to third after a terrible start. Grant in the white nose, yellow tail. Brad in the blue with red hood. And the all orange belongs to third place. That's Darrell. Down the stretch they go. Separation, half a second between Grant and Brad, 1.2 between Brad and Darrell. Myron trails 2.4 behind Darrell. No, he's out there screwing up. Junior gets lapped. Oh, look, first and second, all in a mess. Darrell can't take advantage because he had his own trouble getting on the straightaway and now has had to pull it off. Darrell was running third at the time. He was on a 29.612 pace. So, second place is the blue with red hood. Oh, Grant fell back. Brad takes over first place. Grant resumes the chase now. Leader is the all blue red hood. Second place, the white with yellow tail. Oh, he tracks second place, traction rolls. That's going to give Myron a real opportunity to overcome. Oh man, Brad had his up on 2 wheels as well through the sweeper. They're pushing it hard. Myron has closed it within 1.5 seconds. Brad has opened up a 3-second lead over Grant. Carl is now 6.5 seconds behind Myron. Junior 8 seconds behind Carl. Grant closed to within 0.4 of a second behind Brad now. Going down the straightaway together, first and second and third. Myron third place, looking to pass Grant. Grant was chasing on Brad, but now he's got to worry about holding Myron off. Myron looking for an opportunity. Can't find it. Patience, patience, patience. Oh, there it is. Grant taps. Myron goes outside, then inside. Second place, nice pass. Oh, Grant takes him out. Yeah, so, yeah.
2 minutes left.
That's the closest I've raced you in a long time. Oh, Lord, Carl just takes out. Carl's had a rough set of mains. Betcha Carl doesn't run. Oh, Myron, I saw that, Myron. Did you break it? He's good. Wow. Let's go to the tape. Yep.
1 minute left.
Referees are showing the flag, 12-second penalty. 1 minute to go. Grant leads Myron, Brad running third. Junior in fourth now. Carl and Daryl have retired. Way past their bedtime. Grant with an 11.8. Batman 11.2. Brad on a 13.3. Batman comes back with a 12.8. David with a 12.1. Brad 12.0. Grant 12.0. So you got 26 seconds to go. Myron trails Grant by 2.4 seconds, waiting for Grant to make some kind of mistake. Grant in the white nose, yellow tail. That's Batman hot on his heels, separated by one straightaway with 15 seconds to go. Batman is reeling him in. Not enough time. 10 seconds to go. They're going to get one more lap. One more lap. Separation. Oh, Batman. Batman, you choke artist. Oh, and you get caught at the line to boot.
Car 6 is done.
Batman done. David done. Brad is done. Grant on a parade lap. He's done. 30.608 for Grant. That's very good. Batman 29.601 is second. Brad 29.604, 3.5 back. And David 28.603 is fourth. Nicely done. All right. A-Main and Touring Car. EA, Matt Lyons, Robert Durla, Fernando, Justin Lyons, David Owen Sr., and Rick Worth. Someone's beeping. She's going to blow. There it goes. What did you do, Daryl? What did you do? Still pushing on power there, Rick. That wasn't you? Oh, I thought you were trying to on power through there. All right, let me see here. I got waiting on Justin, Matt, and Eric to check. Drivers from the last race, take your position. All right, I got everybody but Justin checked. And there's Justin. All right, everybody's checked. Everybody is checked. Straightaway is closed. Eric on the point. TQ 34.609. Matt is second, blue and white. Robert third. Fernando is fourth. Fernando 4. Justin is 5 in the silver with red pinstripe. David 6 with the M&M's car. Justin 5. David, the green car is 6. It moves back. Yeah. Put it back just a bit more. Pull the silver and pink back about another 6 inches back. Yeah, it can't be too close to the line. It messes it up. All right, are we ready? Marshals are ready. Junior. Thank you. Gotcha. All right. Everybody's ready. 6 minutes on the clock. Less than 5. Leader takes off with Matt in tow. Robert right behind him. Oh, Fernando taps and takes out half the field in one slot. Rick slides by. Eric, Matt, Robert, Justin, Fernando, Rick, and David in that order. Justin and Rick have moved up one spot from their starting slot. Eric with a 10.6, Matt with a 10.8, Justin with 11.2, Fernando 10.9, Robert rough lap 14.9. Oh, that looked like Rick and David tangling. All right, so leader turning off the sweeper now. Second place, hot on his heels around the lollipop. Front of the driver's stand. David lets him slide by. Matt's next. Matt gets by David clean. Resumes the
5
chase
minutes
on Eric.
left.
They are turning 10.5 second laps. Matt trails by 9/10. Third place belongs to Justin. Not anymore. He and Rick tangle. Rick, I think, has now traded paint with just about everybody in the field. And we're only 7 laps in. So Eric's opened up a gap now, 2.7 seconds over Matt. Fernando chasing on Matt. He's 3.4 back. Justin 1.8 back of Fernando. Robert's chasing Justin. He's 3.6 back. So you got 2 to 3 seconds between the various positions. Rick is pulling it. Rough start. Eric turned a 10:37 fast lap. I think that's the fast lap for the day. Matt has a 10:65. Fernando a 10:87. Justin a 10:89. Robert a 10:96. And David an 11:02.
4 minutes left.
2 gone, 4 to go. Leader down the backstretch. Turning into the infield now, sliding around Fernando. Matt is a good 3.5 seconds back. Oh, leader taps, spins around, recovers fairly quickly. That'll close up the 3.5 second gap. Now is only 2 seconds. Gave up a 1.5 in that lap. Fernando gets slammed by Robert. Not Robert's fault this time. So Eric got a lot of open space between him and Justin. Matt's a good distance back, separation 2.2 seconds. Eric getting ready to put Justin down a lap.
Three minutes left.
Fernando taps going into the infield. Gets the brushless bounce and recovers quickly. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Eric looking to put, where's the teammate help from Justin when his son needs it? Nothing, absolutely nothing. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. 2.5 minutes to go. Matt trails by 4.5 seconds. Justin 6.8 back of Matt. Oh, Matt parks it. He's losing ground. Eric has now got Matt and his sides to put the second place car down a lap. Eric much closer to Matt than Matt is to Eric. So now Matt's
2
racing for
minutes
pride. Let's see. The closest race is David and Fernando. David in 5th, Fernando in 6th. Separation 1.5 seconds. Well, that was 1.5 seconds. Now it's 5 seconds. So all I got to do is call their names. Looks like 3, 4, 5 seconds between positions. That's a lot of time with 90 seconds to go. David trails Robert by 8 seconds. Robert behind Justin. Robert running 4, 3.8 back of Justin. Justin's 3 seconds behind Matt, who's in 2nd. And yeah, Matt's gone down a lap. 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
Nobody's closer than 3.5 seconds to they're moving up a slot with 50 seconds remaining. They need somebody to make a mistake. "30 seconds to go. Eric at a 10:37 fast lap. Amazing. Averaging 10:83. Half a second a lap faster than Matt. Justin's only 6/100ths off Matt's average. That's really close. Robert only 18/100ths behind Justin. 10 seconds.
Car 3
Robert,
is
you're done. Matt, you're done. Justin is done. Eric is
Car
done.
1 is done.
And David is
Car
done.
6 is done.
EA 34,609.002. That's better than your TQ time. And just a shade, just 0.8 off your personal best. Matt 32,603, Justin 32,606, Robert 31,601 is 4th, David Owens Sr. 31,610 is 5.